Don't know what's going on with my hair. As you can see, it's grown back. If you're wondering why I'm blowing at the camera, there's a piece of hair on, like, you know those cases that protect your phone? Well, mine had like a little piece of hair stuck to it. It drives me nuts. I was trying to blow it off, but it's one of those things where like you have to actually move it. It sticks to the phone for whatever reason. So finally getting around to a review for that time I got reincarnated as a slime. It is your isekai anime, your trip to another world anime. Basically, the title says it all. I can't really ruin it for you. That's what the title says it. So, as you guessed, guy gets killed in our world, gets reincarnated as a slime in another world, and that world has magic and dragons and goblins and better, but like good goblins, not like Goblin Slayer goblins that horrify the shit out of you. That's like your cleansing palette. After like Goblin Slayer, you're like, I need to know that not everything is evil, whether it exists or not. Just immediately go to slime, and you're like, oh, thank God, I needed something to cleanse it. But so yeah, Rimuru is our protagonist, and you know how stories like they kind of drag on with how they got to that world, or they don't say anything at all. Here, within the first 3 to 5 minutes, he's dead, and he's being reincarnated. There you go. You understand everything you need to know about him already. He gets a small exposition. Basically, I'm so years old, and, I live a normal life, and then he gets fucking stabbed, and then wakes up, and then, he's remarkably adaptable, like, getting used to the fact that, okay, I'm not human anymore, I'm slime, where the fuck am I, what's going on? So it's one of those shows where the protagonist kind of, like, immediately is like, okay, I guess this happened now, and this is my life. Okay. So this is one of those shows where, how do I put it? You could kind of call it like, what's the term? What is it? Fantasy fulfillment, where like, that's not the term. I swear to God, I'll think of this later. But, when I'm not recording, of course. Sorry, my dog went under the blankets for a second. Or it kind of caters to, like, your... Oh, wish fulfillment anime. There you go. There you go. I did that off camera. It looks stupid. Anyway, I mean, it kind of is, kind of isn't. But basically, it's one of those shows, like, yeah, a lot of things happen, but everything just kind of works itself out. So this isn't, like, a really high drama anime. Okay, babe? Does anyone else do that where you talk to your dog and then for a second you realize that's not going to talk back? I think I said that in multiple videos. Anyway. So he gets reincarnated as a slime. He's in this world. He wakes up in a cave. Meets character after character. And they're all fun. I love all the characters. I fucking love Veldora, who's the first person he meets. Just him and Rimuru, I need more of them. I need more. And you won't see him much in the anime, unfortunately. The reason I'm stopping is I don't know if you can hear over me because she's coughing so loudly. Are we done? We'll be done for like a few minutes. So, yeah, Veldora is the first person he meets. Fuck it, I'm just gonna go. And I guess I can kind of spoil it. Veldora is a dragon. And his personality is not what you'd expect. So you don't see him a whole lot in the anime. He's never forgotten. He is there. Just, he's kind of off screen. If that makes sense. Like, he's always with Rimuru. He's just never there. Does that make sense? Like, I don't really want to spoil it. But, so they're always together. He's just not there. If you watch it, you'll understand what I mean. But he meets a bunch of these people and kind of, how do I put it? It's kind of like a butterfly effect, where everything matters to some extent, even if you don't think it's going to. Like the herbs and the magic ore in the cave, those come into play later on. meeting Veldora. That has a huge impact. And just everything he does afterwards just kind of has like this domino effect that kind of leads to other things, like him befriending people and making a village and just war happening and just him kind of having a huge effect on all of this thing. And he's not like one of those characters like, I'm going to save the world. He's like, well, I like these people and I don't want them to get hurt, so I'm going to fight with them and I'm going to do what I can. Like, this is kind of, he's not like, we're going to destroy everything. No, he's very much just, I'm going to do what I can, bro. But it's just one of the shows where just everything works out. I don't know if it gets more intense later on because I haven't read the manga or the light novel or anything like that. There will be a second season. I did read on Crunchyroll that in 2020 we will have a second season, which makes me happy. But to go into spoiler territory a bit, he meets first Veldora, and then he gets in touch with the goblins, and the goblins lead him to the direwolves, and then we have the dwarves, and then, you know, like the ogres and the Queen of the Fairies and the Demon Lords, and just, you know, we kind of just spit roll into different, that's not the right term, I don't think, I know, into different characters. Anyway, I forgot to say, this, I don't know what the fuck that was, I really don't. This is a Crunchyroll anime, sorry, in my Hinamaru Sumo, which I just posted, like, yesterday. I don't know when I'm going to post those, probably like a week after. Yeah, I forgot to say, I did put it in the description, you know, this is on Crunchyroll. This is also on Crunchyroll, it's 24 episodes. The reason I'm like, is because you get about, hold on, I'm actually looking at it right now. You get 23 actual episodes for the show, and then you kind of have like 2 OVAs, kind of, but the first one is called episode 24, and then the next one is 24.5. They're all there, just watch them in a row. And basically 24 is something that happens in the past with Shizu, who is another very important character in the show, though she's not the character, she's a very important character in the show, but she's not in there for very long. That's all I'm going to say. Which does have a big impact. So basically it's kind of like something that happened in the past with her. And I guess Rimuru is reflecting it through her memories. He can fucking see people's memories. Okay, fuck it, I'll just explain it so you understand what the fuck I'm saying. He's born into the world as a slime, and he has a unique skill called Predator. And another unique skill called Great Sage. Great Sage, think of her like a computer, a second brain. She kind of analyzes things. And just recently, we actually start to learn she has a little bit of a personality. It's very subtle. But yeah, it's basically, Predator is basically, how do I put this? He eats something, and he can either disintegrate it, like dissolve it in his stomach, or he can isolate it. It's just basically what he's done to Veldora and Ifrit later on, is he's isolated them. So they're still there, and that's what episode 24.5 is. It's basically a recap of all the things that have happened. So basically take like everything, but not everything. It's like everything you need to know, basically. But instead of like Rimuru fucking narrating or something, it's actually Veldora and Ifrit who are playing shogi while watching Rimuru's memories. So you're like, I don't like episodes where they fucking recap. It irritates the hell out of me. This one I did not mind because all the dialogue is actually Veldora and Ifrit talking. And they do it in a way that, okay, hey, we're watching memories, but like we're also like chatting with each other. Like it's not, so it's a little bit exposition-y, but not really. Like it didn't bother me, is what I'm saying. But anyway, I really love this anime. I can't wait for the second season. I don't know how serious it gets, but what I meant is it's very, like with Goblin Slayer, it was very dark, and you never know who's going to die and who's going to live, and just it's very dark. Here it's more light. Yeah, there is death, but like it's a lot more lighthearted, I guess you could say. Either way, I really loved it. I loved Rimuru. I fucking loved Veldora and their friendship. I loved the ogres. I loved Milliam. Milliam, you fucking idiot. Don't get tricked. Don't get tricked. Please don't get tricked. Don't get tricked. And you're just thinking, like, what the fuck are you doing? There's a scene in one of the episodes where Milliam's gonna go back to work. as a demon lord, or a demon lord rather, they're multiples. And they're all in like the hot springs, the sauna type of thing, and all of them are like, don't get tricked. Seriously, don't get tricked. Please don't get tricked. Like all of them are, don't get tricked. I don't know, it just popped in my head. Which is, I love the show. It's very cute. I don't really know what to say. I liked the characters and interactions with each other. I like how everything's very colorful. Especially, oh god, in the cave. The cave where he meets Veldora, it's the way they colored everything. I don't know what the fuck they use. It's very beautiful. I think they might have also used CGI in some places, which might be jarring to some people. It's not bad. As for the opening and endings, I like the animations for them. The first one bugs me for the animation for it, the first opening, because you see a character appear who does not appear until the second half of the first season. At the very last fucking episode 23, like the episode, not the 2 OVAs, which it says 2 OVAs, but okay, hold on. Okay, so check how many episodes things have. I usually go to Wikipedia and then I'll say, hey, 24 episodes, meh. And it says that, but it also says 2 OVAs, so I don't know if episode 23, like it's a typo or something, and actually there's 23 plus 2 OVAs, and the OVAs are on Crunchyroll, and that's what, the episodes 24 and 24.5, or titles of Black in the Mask and Veldora's Journal, if those are the OVAs they're talking about. I don't know. It's not like they say, hey, OVA, which I fucking wish they would, because then I could be like, oh, okay, it's the OVA, or hey, that's the movie, or no, they don't do that. At least not for this one. But yeah, basically, that's what irritates me. Is like it's still good animation, still good music, it's still pretty. I don't understand why the fuck he's battling that character in the opening theme when this bitch shows up later on for a split second, like the last minute, literally the last fucking minute of episode 23, and she's hiding behind a fucking tree. Don't ask me, but I did. And I just like you couldn't have saved that for later when she actually comes to play. So it's like, thank you for spoiling that character. Now I know we're going to fight at some point. I realized the irony when I literally just spoiled that for you. I didn't say who it was, okay? But you do know it's a girl and they're behind a tree. But, like, it's not subtle. Really. I don't know how. Now that I think about it, this motherfucker, sorry, this slime, Rimuru, apparently has an internal map of the fucking dungeon to the Fairy Queen. But he cannot sense some bitch on a very small hill behind a fucking tree. I mean, yes, he's talking to Ranga, who's, oh my god, Ranga. Ranga is a good boy. Ranga's a good boy. Ranga is the son of the former head, or chief, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, of the direwolves. And he's basically Rimuru's mount. Like, he's fucking adorable, and I love Ranga, and he's such a good boy, and just, I love him. I love Veldora. Those are my, like, Rimuru, Ranga, and Veldora are probably my tie for my 3 favorite characters, and I want more of them so much. If I had to pick a least favorite character, well, I don't really have a least favorite character. I mean, obviously you hate the bad guys. But, well, not even really hate. Like, I feel like I should hate them, but at the same time, like, they're barely there. And I'm just kind of like, can we get this fucker already? Because Rimuru deals with things so fucking fast. Like, the only one I can think of who deals with things faster is fucking Saitama from One Punch Man. Like, he shows up, and he just fixes everything. That's basically the premise of the show. He shows up, fixes everything, and he's a good boy. I don't know. My next review will probably be My Hero Academia, since I do plan to do a review for the first and second season, because that's what I've seen so far. I have not started the third season because I wanted to get that out of the way. Before I forgot, I wanted to do this one. It's a lot of... God, you cut like at least 10 fucking minutes out of this, can't you? Anyway, I think I've said everything I need to say. I'm sorry my reviews suck. Hopefully one day they'll get better. But for right now, it's just a bunch of fucking ranting. Basically, just take away. It's a cute show. There's a lot of cute characters. They're all good boys and girls. Ranga is best boy. And just, we love him.